Alright, welcome back, fellow gamers, to another edition of the Ratscast. Cyberrat here, as always, coming to you once again from Disney Dreamlight Valley. I want to welcome you guys all back. Um, we got lots to do today. I finally got Maximus up to level 3, so I can do the jump mechanic, and I've actually opened up some of the bridges, but I have not opened the path to Cruella DeVille yet, so we'll do that tonight. I did, however, accidentally walk into the topiary section and finish off that quest before I was supposed to. So, yeah, that happened. In any case, we still have a lot to do today. I was looking at that starter picture that we have that, basically came with the game, it was what they were selling the game on, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And besides Mickey Mouse and Elsa, pretty much everybody else in that photo, everything else that we see in that photo, didn't come right away. It didn't come. Most of them didn't even come in year one. It came in year 2 after the launch or further up. So, like, Stitch was not introduced in the original game. He was introduced later on. He was quite a ways out. Elsa came with the first winter. No, actually, they came before the first winter because they were part of the original game. They were part of the first unlock. You just had to get through it all little by little. Because we unlock Donald and Kristoff first, and then we get to open up the Forest of Valor, and we're able to free Anna from the castle because she's trapped because of night thorns. Oh, no, no, no. They went back to Arendelle. They're in that special forest sequence from the second movie. They went there to go get some help and got stuck there. So you had to go in there when the door opens up. Which I believe was part of the original 4 doors, which was, of course, Wally, which I think he's in the beginning trailer also. Wally, Remy, Arendelle, and I'm trying to remember what the last one was, and my brain is escaping me. And I know it. I can see it clearly. I just can't think. But yeah, there were 4 doors, 3 in the bottom and 1 up on top, which over time opened up and we were able to get to them. And then the rest came later on, either that year or the following year. Like I said, we didn't get Belle, who's in that. Not only is in the trailer, but she's in the photo. She's sitting right there next to the homemade character for the game, and she's not even in the game. She didn't come until after the official launch, and then she didn't come until way after the official launch. Buzz is up on the roof, and the Toy Story one, I don't think launched right away either. Theirs took a while to get to. I think they came in the summer of the first, ending towards the end of the first year. I think it was. I remember it was first year or second year. But yeah, it took a while to get those. And then of course we see in the back, off to the right, we see Rapunzel's tower. Well, Rapunzel didn't come into year 3 when they opened up the DLC for Eternity Isle. But that tower was in the key art and it was part of the game during the game trailers, but she wasn't part of the original game. So a lot of the stuff that you're looking at in that key art for the game, most of it didn't come until way after the game launched, which I think is absolutely hilarious. In any case, we're here. We're ready to go. I want to thank you guys all for being here, being part of the show. Again, I'm sorry the ads are on. If you're stuck by the ads, I do apologize. Ad break sucks. Now, you might notice I made a little change over here. I wanted to keep the bushes closer to me so I can harvest them all at one time, which meant the tree structure that was here got moved. This tree actually got moved way over here. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you, train. Because I really wanted this in front of my house. Like a little Christmas tree. I took the wire tower out over here. And I thought I'd move it to where it would be more useful.
Don't take on too much. We're here for you.
So it's actually over here between the two buildings, the restaurant and, of course, Scrooge's place. Which I'm surprised we don't have lights in these things. Those windows should be lit up. We should be seeing things like everybody else. All the other houses have lights on. All the lights are on. And these two suckers are dark. Not very inviting. You know what I'm saying? In any case, I've been working with a lot of stuff trying to get things done and completed. So, we have the Dale opened up now. So we know, of course, we have the ranch open. We have the summit all ready to go. Basically, anything that had the broken fence on it, which I know they're still showing fences are broken, or the bridges are broken, but these have been repaired and we can get into these areas. So now it's just to get over here to this sucker and get over to Cruella. I haven't made a lot of changes as far as my house goes. I don't know if I have any new pieces available yet. Wait. Oh, no, I'm putting that outside. That's right. Dill can go over here, though. Oh, well. In any case, again, thank you guys for being here, being part of the show. I really appreciate everybody stopping off and checking out the channel tonight. And hopefully everybody has a good time. And as always, if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, thank you as well for being here and being part of the show. You guys are great. I appreciate all my viewers, no matter where you're watching this from. If you want to watch it live, make sure you follow me here, twitch.tv/cyperrat. If you want to check out some of my older materials, you're welcome, Mysterious. If you want to catch some of my older stuff, my older games, stuff you might have missed from this game, you can catch all that on youtube.com/cyperrat, of course. And please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like, put on the bell notification, all that wonderful jazz, because it helps out the channel. Other than that, we're about ready to go. So, let me call Maximus, because I am going to need him. Now, first off, we need to put the quest back on. So we're gonna need to talk to Snow first. Where is Miss White? Ah, I kind of was going the right way. I think. Oh, goodness. Does this cost extra? Yes. Wishblossom Ranch, much like the Storybook Vale and Eternity Isle, are paid DLC. The free content will come for year 6 will come in a couple of weeks when Cinderella is introduced into the game. Now, basically, how you know if it's a free content or not. Hey, Bunny Crossing, how's it going? How you doing, Kay? Thank you for being here. As I was saying, if you want to know if it's free or not, free content is going to be coming to Disney Dreamlight Valley, which means you would have to literally be you would have to be over here in the valley itself. Because more than likely, you're either going to have an offset like the island that we found Moana in, or it's going to be one of the doors in the big castle. But they won't be, you won't find them on Eternity Isle or on Storybook Vale or here, because you have to pay to have this, and those are free for everybody, which means it has to come strictly to Dreamlight Valley. So like I said, anybody who is part of the paid DLC, you have to pay to get them. So you have to pay to get Rapunzel, Eve, and Jafar, and what's the doofus's name? Gaston. Same thing with the next DLC. You have to pay the DLC to be able to lock all those characters. You know, so everybody in the Vale. So, of course, even though we got Alice in Wonderland, the entrance is in a little hole off of the plaza. It's also a door in the castle. So Alice and the Cheshire Cat, even though we have a lot of the Vale looks like it could be something out of Alice in Wonderland, she's not part of that DLC. She's free. But of course, you can't get Hades, you can't get Merida, and you can't get Maleficent, you can't get Flynn, and you cannot get Aurora unless you pay for the DLC, because they're all tied to the Storybook Vale. So the same thing here. If you want to get the characters, the new characters, if you want to be able to unlock Snow White, you want to be able to unlock Cruella, you want to be able to unlock Tinkerbell or Tigger, they are all part of Wish Valley Ranch, as well as the horses. You know, Maximus, Con, and Pegasus. You can't unlock any of that unless you pay for the DLC. Oh, I know you about the Storybook Vale. And it's actually Storybook, not Book Vale. If you see right there, you see it says Storybook. The Vale is separate. So basically you have the Isle, the Vale, and the mountains. That's the easiest way to play. That's the easiest way to figure everything out. It's Valley, Isle, Vale Mountains. Yeah, exactly. So if you didn't want to sit there and constantly say Storybook Vale or Wishblossom Mountain, you can just say the last word because everybody would understand what you're talking about. Because, like I said, I said it several times. I said free characters are going to come to the valley. I didn't say Dreamlight Valley the entire time. I said just they're be coming to the valley because that's what it's referred to as, and it's the same thing with all the others. Um, but yeah, these characters are tied to Wishblossom Ranch in the Wishblossom Mountains. So you cannot unlock them unless you're willing to pay for it. Now, again, I don't know because I know they stopped selling Eternity Isle, so I don't know if those are if that's unlocked when you bought the Storybook Vale or if it unlocks when you buy Wishblossom Ranch, whatever. As far as I know, if you didn't buy Eternity Isle while it was still out and available, you are sheet out of luck. And yes, I said sheet, but that's not the point. So, which is terrible. It's I mean it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Um, but it is kind of a pain in the you know what that you can't go back and buy those DLCs. They should be made available for everybody. They should still be available in the store. People should be able to get it because if you're brand new and you're coming into the game brand new, you can't buy the Isle or the Vale anymore. So you cannot get any of that content or any of those characters, and that is completely unfair. And to me, I think that's the one thing that I don't like about what Gameloft is doing and how they're running the game. I think that's very non-customer friendly because you're literally cutting off future potential gamers who are going to come into this game because they can't get a significant amount of content because it's tied to DLC they can no longer buy. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, and you have all your K to be able to buy it, which is a great thing. But that's the thing is that when year 7 starts and they drop the new DLC, if you hadn't picked it up before the new DLC drops, you won't have access to the mountains. You won't have access to Snow White. And the stuff goes on sale so rarely that it sucks that they don't put it, you know, they don't allow it to be continued to buy. I mean, I don't know why they can't just make like a little bundle where you can buy the Isle and the Vale as one little DLC group and just make a package deal out of it. You know? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who are starting the game fresh right now who won't be able to get any of that other content and they're going to be very upset. Yeah, exactly, for real. I mean, it's bullshit. And I've actually met a few people here and there that said that because they'll see that you stop the content and go, ooh, where'd you get that? How'd you get that? Oh, that's part of this DLC. Oh, but you can't buy it now. And it's very disappointing. It's very disheartening. And I think really they're cutting themselves at the foot, so to speak, as that saying goes. Because if a new player comes in and sees this thing and sees this great game and sees somebody playing with all these great characters and they go buy it and realize there's 2/3 of the content is no longer available, do you really want to spend full price on this game? You know, the whole idea is to get people to jump into the game at any time, to be able to want to play any time and be able to play their way. Yeah, sure. Not everybody has the money to buy the DLCs right away, and no, they don't have to. But that should still be available for them at any time so that they have that option. Thank you, Kay. But yeah, I think to me that's one of the major parts of this game that really upsets me is that one thing, and it's not enough to make me not want to play it. It just upsets me that people that come in brand new watching the game can't get certain content because they didn't buy it when it first came out. Um, it's kind of the same thing that happened with me in Overwatch, and I don't talk about it very often because of the situation, but um, yeah, it's tragic and it sucks, you know. And as a streamer, I'm showing off all this great content that new players can't get or can't get a hold of anymore. That doesn't make sense to me. Um, but yeah, what happened was, if you guys know the story of Overwatch, they started making the second game. They kept putting out this, oh, we're gonna have this PvE game sections where you're gonna get all these battles and stuff, and it's gonna be a 5-man thing. You're gonna have, you know, little chests and unlocks and stuff that you can do and change up your characters as you go along, and you're gonna have your different powers and abilities and blah 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 that's suited just to this game and all this stuff like that. Look like a ton of fun. But Blizzard's management and Activision were pushing so hard to get um, the PvP out for multiple reasons. One, there hasn't been any new content coming to the game in about 2 years since they started working on Overwatch 2. Two, they wanted to get that up and running because they wanted to use it for the Overwatch League. That was their big cash cow at the time, was to try to continue to support Overwatch League, try to get more people to come in and watch the game and be a part of that community because they were hoping to get a lot more money from it, which of course it failed miserably. Companies that, you know, when they first started off maybe had 1, maybe 2 sponsors, were now having 5 or 6 to try to subsidize the money that they were losing so they can keep their teams, you know, pay their team members and, you know, keep their rosters going. And then of course after year 5, China completely split off from everybody else, said, nope, we're done with all of you Western developers, and we're not going to play your games anymore, and we're not going to sell your games anymore, bye-bye. And so all the Chinese teams had to be shut down because they no longer had support and they could no longer play the game. Which caused another controversy all on its own. So they kept putting out the game, they were putting out new content, whatever. Their Battle Pass sucked. It was one of the worst ones you could ever have. Not only was some of the cosmetics that they were putting out, which kind of reminded me of the crap that Fall Guys is putting out also. Some of the little crap they were putting out was just garbage. It was absolutely horrible. And like, yeah, you can get like money for the store, the little gold, whatever it was. I never could figure out how. I've unlocked several of those, but I never could find it to use it. On top of that, the money you could use to unlock the battle pass, apparently, from what I was told, because someone had studied the whole thing, in order for you to make enough money to buy the battle pass from the free tokens you got from the battle pass, you had to basically pay for 3 battle passes so you can get the 4th one free. Whereas with Fortnite, or even at the time, um, Fall Guys, you had enough by the time you got to the end of the pass, even before that in most cases. So if you paid for the first one, you had enough of whatever the currency was, you know, the V-Bucks for whatever, to buy the battle pass for the following year. And you could keep farming that and doing that every year, and you never have to spend your own money to buy the battle pass. Overwatch, you had to spend 3 times the amount just to get 1 month off, or one battle pass off. That was bullshit. It was absolute bullshit. And then, as we're all anticipating, news about what's coming out with the PvE gameplay, I mean, oh, we're canceling it. We can't do it. It's too difficult. We're split too much. We can't concentrate on the PvP portion of the game and work on this. Which upset me terribly because, they've been hawking this gameplay, showing us all these trailers and all the what have yous, and really getting them hyped up to just drop everybody. And then the following month, they tell you, oh, well, we're going to let you play some of the PvP stuff that is finished, but you have to pay $5 extra on top of the Battle Pass. So not only do you have to pay for the Battle Pass, which I never did, because to me it wasn't worth it, I now have to spend $5 more so I can get this content. Now, here's the thing that I never figured out. Used to play Overwatch? Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing that gets me. Since I didn't buy it, I don't know. Okay? But like I said, the $5 content was tied to the Battle Pass. And they said once you pay for it and unlock it, it's yours. But is it still tied to the Battle Pass? So the following Battle Pass, if I decide not to buy the Battle Pass, can I still play the PvE content? Or do I have to buy the Battle Pass in order to unlock it? Because most companies do that. They'll give you whatever, but as long as you're paying for the Battle Pass, you have access to it. There's a lot of different game companies out there which have something similar to that, where they'll give you certain things, but you have to pay for it first. You have to pay for this to get that. So I don't know if it's just strictly free at all, or you pay for it and that's it, you're done, you pay for it, or do you have to spend more money? Either way, I got fed up with them and I said I'm done. Now, I had already bought Overwatch, and I bought it 3 times. I bought it for my PC, I bought it for my PlayStation, and I bought it for my Switch. Switch was a horrible version, by the way. Switch 2 probably is much better, but the original Switch was horrid. Deleted all 3 games off my system. I had bought Diablo 2 because I was playing that. Deleted that from my system. I had bought I was trying to get a whole bunch of used copies because I was gonna get a discount from GameStop for buying 3 or more. So I had bought Diablo 4. And I have it, and I play it the whole 9 yards. But I never streamed it because I am not going to advertise or play their games. And the only reason I'm talking about it now is to say, hey, I am not playing these games. This company sucks, and I refuse to give them any of my money, my attention, or whatever. So, I have the game, I don't play it, I delete things from my system. I had a friend of mine who wanted to play, because he has Diablo 4, and he wanted to play the game. Well, he's further up in the game, and he's actually in one of the sections you have to pay for. So he's trying to have me follow him. It's like, I can't. As soon as I get into the area, I get teleported back. And I kept trying to tell him, no, you don't understand. This is part of the paid DLC, and I refuse to give these people money. They are not having my money. They are not. I am not paying them for this shit. They can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if Microsoft owns them now. I don't give a damn. I am done with Blizzard Activision. And I even told him, it's like, because he's done this before. He's bought games for me because I couldn't afford it at the time. I was like, and don't you dare try to buy it for me because I will not take it. You'll be wasting your money. I am not paying them. I am not playing their content like that. I am not doing shit. I don't mind playing Diablo because it's a second-hand game, which meant they never saw a dime of it anyways. But I'm not spending any money in their store. I am not paying for anything in their store. I'm just paying the base game, and that's it that I bought secondhand. It's the same thing with like Hogwarts Legacy. I bought that secondhand. So the bitch doesn't get my money. You know? I thought about streaming it, but I would feel bad about doing so. I would probably want to set up some kind of charity. But since I don't have a lot of people to come and watch, I wouldn't really raise any money for it. So it's like, that's one of the reasons why I haven't bothered to play it and stream it online. But yeah, I have it. I played it. Actually, I started a second game. I'm close to the end of in the second game. I haven't finished everything, but it's a great game. I loved it. They did such a wonderful job with that game. But again, I bought it second hand, so the bitch never saw my money. GameStop got it all. That I don't mind doing. But yeah, that whole thing with Overwatch, that pissed me off beyond. I refuse to do anything with that company. I try to actually get them disconnected off of Twitch, so when they have the new drops and stuff like that, I won't. It won't show up in my feeds, and I can't unlock the things. But I can't figure. Every time I try to go on there to delete it, it won't let me delete them from my system. It's driving me nuts. So they're there. They're stuck. I'm stuck with them. They're stuck with me. I wish I didn't have to, but yeah. But yeah, good for UK. That company sucks, and they don't deserve the attention and recognition that they are trying to get. Oh. I need to find snow. Wrong place, right? Yes, I am. Dang it. Dang it, Snow. Ah, there she is.
You're just who I was hoping to see.
Snow White, I'm back, and I think I'm on better terms with Maximus now. Oh, yes. How wonderful. I can see that he thinks quite highly of you, even though he's not here with us at this moment in time. Oh, shoot. Again, ad break is getting ready to start very shortly. As always, if you have Firefox, if you have Chrome, they have a picture-in-picture screen option. You just have to mute the big screen when the ad happens, so you can want to listen to the ad. Open up the smaller screen, turn up the volume so you can hear the game, and you can continue watching while the ads play if you don't have money to subscribe or don't have a Twitch Prime free sub to give to unlock that. Other than that, we'll see everybody in about 2 minutes or so. What's that? Says I agree 100%. I also try to throw them out of business. Yeah, I know exactly. Wouldn't that be great, huh? Yeah. The days of Blizzard proper are way gone. I should have known when Jeff Kaplan left and a lot of the major higher ups took off. I know some of them left because of all the scandals and stuff like that, but I know not all of them did. But when you have the major founding members all leaving Blizzard, that is usually, or leaving a game company, that's usually a good sign that nothing good is coming. You know, Papa Jeff was the face of Overwatch for so many years, and to have him gone, that was a slap in the face. I understood he wanted to go, he wanted to retire. He'd been doing this for a long time, but still, you should have known that something bad was happening. Something, you know, eternally was going on that he didn't want to be a party to, or you know. It always speaks volumes when shit happens like that. In any case, you know, this is the world we live in. This is the, you know, the stuff we have to go through. And I forgot to do this again. Oh my god. Hold on, Snow. Wait a minute, Maximus. Yeah. I need to find quickly. Damn it. Maximus, hurry. I need you. There is a, blue goose we need to get. Wishing Way. Okay. That's back over there. Okay, perfect. He is only here until 8 o'clock. I only have a few minutes left. So, yeah, I skipped through the conversation. I probably shouldn't have, but I need to get this goose. I keep forgetting to double check everything, and by the time I do, I've missed the black one already multiple times because he comes in the beginning of the early morning between 5 and 11. And usually by the time I have my coffee and my breakfast and I jump on the game, it's usually after 11 o'clock, if not closer to 12. And I've lost him. Okay, you little blue goose. Where are you? There's my goose. See where I said he was at, right? Yeah, Wishing Way. That's where I'm at. Where are you hiding from me, little goosey? Ah. Gosh dang it, where is he? I have 7 minutes to find this dang goose. Okay, Maximus, stay here. I need to get on foot. Yes. Do I? Okay, I have berries on me. Yeah, The options pull up your horse. You can change it as many times as you want. Pull up. You can pull all of them up at any given time. That doesn't really matter. The important part is you want to be able to ride them. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I'm thinking 9 o'clock. He left at 8 o'clock. Which means he's already gone for the night. God damn it. Okay. Shoot. So now I gotta follow Snow White to the bridge, which I didn't do. Alright, Maximus, buddy. Let's go find Snow. I screwed up. Again. Hold on a second. I to do a switch on my controls real fast. Now you're probably asking what am I talking about? Quite frankly, quite simply, I have the DualSense Edge with the back buttons, and I have this thing programmed so that my fast travel is always going to be the back buttons. I don't have to use whatever the trigger buttons are, depends on the game. So like with Palia, your run button, I believe, is the triangle, which is okay, but I prefer not to, so I put the triangle on the right trigger button so that I can push that easily instead of having to push the triangle. And so I can switch between which game I'm playing. So I have the default setting where the run and I think the attack is left 3 and R3, so they're the bottom triggers for the same thing. And for this one, the run or the glide, whatever the thing is, the movement thing is circle. So I link that to the right trigger button. This way I can hold that down and I don't have to worry about having to
How do you do?
hold down the circle button. It's much more comfortable for my hands anyways. Alright. Here we are.
My.
Just beyond that bridge is the fashionable Glamour Gulch. That's a big gap to jump.
My goodness.
Maximus can cross that, no problem. Alright, here we go. No, I don't get to do it. It's all cutscene. And now we get the skunkies. Not very fashionable, is it? Oh, yeah, and there's Cruella's tracks. Oops, missed it. What we got here? You got your sister in Dreamlight Valley? Nice. I hope they enjoy themselves. Okay, let's talk to Scroogey and get this thing opened up.
Good day, dear.
I love how his mouth doesn't open. Yes, let's prepare this bad boy.
Just so you...
Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Got that. Oh, so I'm sorry. Ah, there's a telephone booth.
We must always look after one another.
Ah, can't get in. Dang it. I wanted to make her. I'm gonna make a call to the fashion police because this place is definitely That's probably gonna be part of the story somewhere. Oh, I do like that bench though. Okay. Mannequins in the water. Color fabric everywhere. Okay, I saw the red soap I have to find. I don't think it's gonna be here though. That is definitely an odd fruit. Another cave that leads nowhere. Ah, is this the red one? Yes. There it is. Give me a second, Maximus.
Good day to you. Whoa! Hey! Thank...
Alright, now we have this area unlocked. I'm sure we have all kinds of fish we gotta get out of here too. Ah. What do we get? What do we get? Ooh. You can't really see it because his hair's in the way. I might have to trim his hair a little. Unfortunately, you can't customize him. Kind of sucks if you think about it. You can only give the good stuff to your horses. Yep. Fireplace and workbench. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing some stuff down here. Oh, looky, looky. Nope. Keep asking me when I'm getting the DLC. Yeah, well, yeah. When you're streaming this game and you're trying to, and you have people watching, there's gonna be a lot of people asking when you're gonna get stuff because, everybody wants to see the new content. Everybody wants to see this. I've had that happen before. There's a game coming out. I'm like, oh, we begin this game. We begin that game. When can we see it? Those are very typical questions. Yeah, so we can see she fell off the road here. But where did she go? Nice scissors. And you have no money? Yeah, that's usually the case, isn't it? I've been there before. Ah. You almost done with the aisle? Nice.
Oh, greetings, neighbor. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho. Thank.
Try to remember. Jafar, I know is this very specific quest. What are you doing? Um. Uh. You're still way behind? Yeah, I understand that, Mysterious. You kind of started that late, too. Have you finished off all of the quest missions for all of the current villagers of the Isle? Because I know there is one quest after you unlocked Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit. Not yet, still working on it. Okay, that's why. When you get Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, he has several quests. Not only part of the friendship quest, but I think there's a couple of side quests that had to be done. And one of those basically is the world starts going a little bit crazy as far as the Isle. And you start having a lot of black and white monotone things showing up. So, like, you're going to get a monotone monkey, a monotone capybara, and a monotone snake that you will have to befriend and do all what have you for, as well as any of the other snakes or any of the other animals. They're kind of new to the situation. But you treat them the same way as you do the other companions. So, but yeah, it's, I really don't want to give away too much of the storyline. But yeah, there's a couple things that you're going to unlock with Oswald in the Isle, and eventually, in order to set things straight, you're going to have to use quite a bit of Dreamlight magic and some other stuff to get things corrected, and eventually that will lead you into unlocking Jafar, because he is the very last thing you will have to deal with. It's going to be the same thing when you get to the Vale. Because you will immediately meet Merida. And you will be able to unlock Hades right away. Flynn, there's a whole storyline quest that leads into releasing him, getting him onto the thing. And then you only deal briefly with Maleficent. You won't actually be able to unlock her into the valley until at the end, during the second part of that storyline. But there's a lot of stuff that you're going to be doing before then. So, yeah, buckle up. It's quite a journey. No, I want to grab this flower. Yeah, there's some real fun stuff you're gonna unlock too. Like I said, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to spoil anything for you, so I'm not gonna tell you what's to come. Aha. Okay, so we're going to need, I think that's pixie dust. Ancient clothing iron, right. The jasper, we're gonna have to mine for that. Uh, be soil. We're gonna have to dig for that one. I think this is a fishing item, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. Okay. It isn't. So is that... It's not part of the mining thing. No, it's not. Okay, yeah, we're gonna dig for that. Okay. There's the soil. Is it something we're gonna have to craft? Oh, no problem, Kate. Thanks for stopping in, hon. Have a great night. And we'll see you later. As always, a pleasure to have you in. Be able to talk with you. Oh, that iron's back. Okay, we're gonna probably need the I know we don't. Interesting. I thought we were gonna need the special ingots we got, but apparently we're not gonna need them. Okay. As always, I am going to want some help. Up, and there's just the help we are looking for. Ah, there she is.
Okay, listen. Don't take on too much. We're here for you.
Yes, yes, yes. I need your help. Come on. Okay. Now. Maribel is part of my mining crew. So I'll get extra stuff from her through mining. Which is going to be very, very important because it's going to allow me to get more stuff. Again, if you're new to, ooh, 16, look at that. Dang, that was a lot. I wonder if they changed the thing. Okay, shoot, ad break. God damn it, ad breaks. Didn't see it in time. Pumpkins grow, in the valley up in the Forgotten Lands. No problem. Okay, that leads me back there. I don't want to go back there yet. So that's another one. Let's unlock. Okay. More horse armor? Or horse stuff, I should say. More horse gear. Yes, the saddle bags. Or saddle blanket. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out how to unlock that. Oh, 9, okay. So, for those who are not in the know, anytime you have 25 villagers or more tasked to a single job, you will get the most out of it. Now, for every person you add, your percentage increases on how much stuff you're going to get from it. Also, how lucky you're going to get about getting certain things, certain rare items like the shiny gems and stuff like that. Or any certain rare material. The possibility of getting the object you're working with to shoot out extra items for a limited time. All those things like that all are tied to the percentage of how often you are going to try to or how often you're going to get it for the activity in question. And since I have a ton of miners, I don't know how many people I have actually. I want to actually count them down and then move some people to fishing. For every one item I mine, they will give me 9. That last one I got 16, which is ridiculous. So if you go into my inventory, I already have 25 of these ancient clotheslines. And I haven't even mined that many items. And it's strictly because I have Mirabelle in my party right now. 9 more. Okay, so this leads back down there. Okay, that leads into Paisley Park. Interesting. I didn't see a lot of Paisley in that park. Oh, okay. Shoot. Skunks? Are basically, red light, green light? Okay, they are basically any vegetable, any fruit, eggs, and or cheese. So I need to basically approach him the way I do the squirrels. Not squirrels, I mean the raccoons and the crocodiles. I got to find where he's at. Where'd he go? There he is. Wait till he gets up on his hind legs to, dang it. I moved too quickly. There he is. He's hard to tell because he doesn't get up on his legs like the other ones do. His approach is a little different. Alright, this should work. Nope. Okay, he don't like that. Okay. So, what I was told was wrong. Hello, my love. How are you doing? So, let me look this up and see what it says. How's my... yes, thank you for the kisses. How's Mr. Barry, huh? How's my babies? Hold on. Let me put my leg down so you can get into your little position there. There we go. He sits in my lap, sort of. Since I have my recliner, I have my legs up, he sits between my legs. Okay, so companions. Well, that didn't help me. I gotta be careful because one of these I had gotten to and it gave me the information I have, which is incorrect. Okay, do I have any of those on me? Oh, wrong button. Because I know I grabbed something recently. Pincushion peach. Okay, that's what those are. Weird fruits, but okay. So let's go find this guy again and see if I can give him a pincushion peach. Again, like I said, I was told one thing. Actually, I was told multiple things, but one of the things I was reading was very incomplete. I guess it's probably the best word for it. There he goes. Because it didn't give me the days when the animals can be found, it just told me the times. Okay, you're good. Um, Interesting. The other thing was the mushrooms? Yes. The button mushrooms. Okay. So now I know for sure what I'm feeding these things. But yeah, I thought that was very, very weird because oh no. The geese, you only had to feed them once and they automatically unlocked. But that didn't happen with that goose. So I'm wondering if you have to do him more than once. And he's gonna be different from the way the geese work. I wonder how the bees are gonna work out too. Interesting. $16, nice. Another 16. Okay, that'll put me over here. I should be writing Maximus so I can get him leveled up, but the situation, if you haven't got this yet, is if you have the horse and you're riding the horses around, and you can use them to mine or to farm or whatever the situation is, which is great. However, one of the major problems is that if you have, like I have a person with me to try to get me more stuff, it doesn't work. Using the horse to mine or to farm or whatever won't allow you to get that extra item from your person. So I have to get off my mount anyways and do the mining manually so I can get those specialties items. Look at that. All that. Nice. I have enough for the thing now. Ah, level 3. Nice. 16 again. Awesome. Okay, there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. Okay, so now I need the digging thing. I don't have anybody with digging. Nor do I have, you know what, never mind. Not that. Nor do I have, enough people in, gardening to give me any kind of bonuses. I can get some minor stuff, of course, from them, but, I won't get like the 4 times, 6 times, whatever the thing is for the extra bonuses. I'll only be getting the one. So it's not really a matter of having somebody here or not. There she is. I think that's all I need too. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to get rid of that thing. Oh, well. Hey, Cruella ruined, the ranch. I guess I can ruin her area, huh? What exactly is this? A little stable, I guess? Okay, well. That's new. I didn't. Oh, a Scarlet Bell Tower. Eh, it's a bell tower. This way? No, that's down. I'm going the wrong way. Now my GPS is all ruined again. Okay, that goes that way. So I want to come over here. Past all of these things so I can come over here. There we are. Alrighty. I can't see. Goodness gracious. Alright, never mind. I'll just do the best I can get out of here as quickly as possible because this setup is the absolute worst. I think it's that tree too that's causing me the problems. Mm-hmm. Um. Scarlet Bell Tower. Sorry, Mr. Bear. Did I disturb you? I apologize. I disturbed his rest. He's sitting here staring at me, looking at me like, okay. Did you have to? How my bitch. Are you my pretty boy, huh? Come here. Yes, you're my pretty babish. No bites. Oh. It was just a nibble, thank goodness. He doesn't always try to bite really hard, but there are times when he'll just grab on claws and teeth and just hold on for dear life. It's like, ow. Okay, I need to get Goofy or somebody over here for the fishing. Alright, I don't have... I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Yeah, I think this is locked, so I don't think we can get in here yet. No, that ain't it. That's the cave. Okay, we need to go around the water. Hmm. I've never seen that before. Huh. Hmm. How to runway lights, nice. Cast iron greyhound. Hmm. Okay, and I still have the new housing stuff, which I can't make yet. I don't have enough of the stuff. Yep. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want that. I want you. Thank you. That's gonna play a major part in this eventually. I know what it is. It's just a matter of when. Oh, okay, that's what this is. I need to get, you know, if I read things, it would be much better. I forgot Maximus has like a bloodhound nose. Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright, Maximus. Lead us to that vile woman.
I know. I'll pick a bouquet of pretty.
Is that correct? No, 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 no. It's not correct. She went this way. Ah, there she is. I know that Kate would come in handy eventually because it didn't show up originally. I think when he was in here or anything was going on.
Yes, hello, darling.
Okay, I love Cruella. Finally, my coupon reached. What is that horrible creature? Must you insist on writing while speaking to me? Its breath is worse than the stench from the rubbish bin.
Enough of this nonsense.
The horse goes where I go. Cruella. I've been looking for you. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, wow, you found me. Aren't you lucky? You seem a little less lucky. To be honest, it kind of looks like you're trapped here. What if I... Darling! You really mustn't indulge in such flights of fancy. Okay. I'll see about growing some foliage to block you in again. Don't you dare! Okay, okay, calm down. Yeah, I was only joking.
Oh, you're joking.
Darling, humor really isn't my forte. How did you end up stuck here anyways? Oh. You are dreadfully concerned for me, aren't you? Very well. It began with the horrible narrow roads here. Whoever designed them obviously didn't have a motor car as powerful and stylish as mine in mind. You'd think my wishes would have done something about that, but no. Excuse me, your wishes? Like a lot of wishes? Yes, yes, wishes. Enough to redesign this wretched place exactly the way... Oh, excuse me, he got my view. Barry. The way I wanted. Yes. Sorry, Mr. Barry wants his petties. Yes, my babies. Barry's with me. My sister's looking for him. Yeah, it was funny. Oh, good. Ad break's ending soon. Alright, well, back to the ad break. The only thing you really missed was, uh, Mr. Barry jumped on me to try to get some pets, but Grandma's looking for him to try to get him to eat, so Daddy came out to grab him off of my lap to go take him over there to eat, so he can eat his dinner. He's being frightfully picky, unfortunately. Okay, and here he comes again. But we can discuss that later. Now, we're discussing me, and that's far more important. You understand, darling, I'm sure.
How unfortunate.
Now then, I encountered some local vermin behaving completely irrational. They forced me to lose control of my motor car.
Blast it all.
Thankfully, I was able to leap clear, but when I took a moment to rest, I was blocked in here. Yes, Mr. Barry, you're back, I know. Sorry, kitty loving times. Oh, thanks for the water, Mysterious. I've been actually drinking my coffee the entire time, so. I need. It's terrible when I don't have the camera. You can't tell what I'm doing, but yeah, I am drinking constantly. Are you happy now? You're in your little position, all set up. Yes, yes. He made himself at home between my legs again. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay, Mr. Bill. Finally, I met somebody in this horrid place with a decent head on their shoulders.
Yes, and then?
I retired to this cave to figure out how to retrieve my motor car. This blah. Idealism is essential to design. Uh,
Ideation.
Huh?
Ideation.
Ideation. Is that how it said? I thought it was something else. Because it's ideal.
No, it's idea, then T-I-O-N.
Sean.
Yeah, ideation.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like it should be pronounced that way.
All things look like they are pronounced one way when they're pronounced another.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I'm always doing that. Lucky enough, I have my phone with my dictionary on it, so I can figure out how to pronounce things. Ideation is essential in the design process, you know. I decided to craft a rope and pulley, but I had to have make sure the designs were sound before I began. Still, now that you've freed me, you can get to work. Actually, I need something too. I'm looking for the crystal key. Do you know if there's one around here? Why, darling, what a coincidence! I put the crystal key in the boot in my motor car for safekeeping. help me get my automobile out of the ravine, and I'll be glad to open the compartment for you. Great. How should we start? We must find out what uh, DeVille Moore looks like at this precise moment. I'm dreadfully concerned that it's suffering without my tender care. Take pictures of my tracks in the quarry, and the iron bridge, and the lighthouse. What does that have to do with your car? Trust the process, darling, and don't ask questions.
Why are you still here?
Okay, so, I'm not exactly sure where the quarry is. Or where any of these places are, honestly. Okay,
I think I'll make plum pudding. Ooh, and gooseberry pie.
oh, ah! I disappeared into a wall. Okay, so, this is where we started from. I think that's where we started from. No, it wasn't. Was it? We started from here. Yeah. Because wasn't there tracks there? I could have sworn there were tracks there. Okay, we're right back where we started from. I'm assuming this is the quarry. I just not sure where I'm taking the pictures of. Yep. Oh, goodness gracious, what a look. Nope, that didn't count. London Bridge and Lighthouse. Ah, there's the lighthouse. Now, whether or not I can get close enough to it's a different story. I don't think I can, though. Yeah, the lighthouse is here. It's blocked off by everything. The most I can do is either get a picture from here or from up above. Um... Yeah, you definitely cannot see the lighthouse from here, so let's go back down. Oh, you can see it from here, though. Okay. Alright, so that's the lighthouse. Now we just need to figure out where the quarry and the iron bridge is. Alright, maybe London Bridge is what they're looking for. Yes, perfect. Now we need to figure out where the quarry's at. Because if it wasn't that place I was at, I have no idea where it could be. Hmm. Okay, that leads me back there. Alright, I'm back here again. Now I'm running around in circles. Hmm. Modest Marsh is the only other area that I have not unlocked yet. I have no idea where the quarry's at. None. Excuse me, sir. Rude baby over here. Just jump in my lap, jump in my face, and demand pities. Hmm. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I need to remember where her car crashed. Then I can study the areas, trying to figure out where the car tracks are. Okay. Interesting. The tracks that used to be here are gone. That's why I'm not seeing them. But why did they move? Well, That's where the car went over the edge, so I'm going to just take a shot here and see what happens. Ah! There we go. And then she's over there. No, no, not that way. Stay here, sir.
Yes, hello, darling.
Got the pictures you asked for.
I know.
Let me see.
Ah,
No, 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 no. This is wretched. Um... do you think we can fix it up? Darling, I was referring to your photography skills. Gee, thanks. I knew she was, but... After working with the best fashion photographers in London, that is.
useless.
Well, I suppose it's the best I'll get here. That's not very nice. Nice doesn't win awards.
It's too much.
You'll have to take photography lessons later. Let's review the various parts of the DeVille Moors. Isn't this place called Glamour Gulch?
Oh, you're joking.
No, I got rid of that horrible name. Now it's called the DeVille Moors. Now is that why she's kind of renaming everything herself? And its current state is completely unacceptable. We have loads of work to do. Yeah, if I ask that first one, she's gonna laugh in my face. How should we start? Isn't it obvious, darling? Now, to be productive, we must always know the time.
Marvelous.
Your first task as my assistant is to repair the bell tower in the DeVille Moors. Actually, I've already fixed that up. You did? Excellent! In that case, it's time for tea. Really? You don't want to get going on cleaning up the biome right away? Or rescue your car? Of course
Don't
not.
be ridiculous.
Do not take me for someone who can work. Ah, damn it. Back buttons. They're a double-edged sword, unfortunately, in this case. I had my phone in my lap, and I had set the controller down briefly, so I can grab my drink, and it fell onto the phone, and the phone pushed the button, which sent it to the next thing. So I do apologize, we need to finish reading that. Prepare me some tea, and come back with proper refreshments.
Why are you still here?
Yeah. Um,
Hey!
Mer, you might as well take off. I'm not gonna need you anymore.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
listen. Don't take on too
This
much. We're here for you.
diva is going to take up a lot of my time. Okay, talk to Goofy. Where is the goof? Way over there. Isn't that just my luck? Yes, okay.
Hey, I think living here is a
Okay, Mr. Goofy. Ah, actually, he's coming right up to meet me. Perfect. Goofy, my friend. Oh, hey there, Seamus.
Whoa!
Thanks again for helping me get my caravan back on the road. Happy to help.
Oh, hey!
Oh, you're about the best pal a fella could ask for.
Whoa!
Now, what can I do for you? I need to buy some things for a crafting project for Cruella. Well, you've come to the right place. Just go check out my stock in the old caravan and help yourself to whatever you
Great
need.
to see you.
Dark chocolate coffee beans. Hmm. The train is where actually? Up, it's behind me. Oh, he went up. Okay, Maximus. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with everybody else. Mining next. I don't have to do mining. I can do whatever I want with them, but I just want to do mining. Ah.
Howdy. How's it going?
Ah, there we go. Okay. Pearly Bailey seeds. Well, I'll buy a bunch of those because I'm gonna need them. And unfortunately, I can only buy 10 of the coffee beans.
Woohoo!
Thank you, sir.
See you later.
Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, so I was afraid of it. It's be too much room. I don't want that much. Especially since I don't have that many the one bean. Ah, shoot. Yeah, the house is gonna have to move again. Barry, what are you doing in that case? He's in my lab. He's probably playing with one of his toys, but still, he's... Whoa! Kind of going crazy over here. Okay, so... Ow, 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 ow! Kiddo, careful! He clawed into my leg there when he was jumping out at me, out of the... off of the, chair here. This is the same pattern I have for the other one. Okay. I haven't been collecting any of the kale. I've been trying to wait for it to be able to stock up on it. There we go. I don't know how fast anything grows. I know the other don't take too long. Ah. That's weird because I haven't made that yet. Okay, so those take 5 minutes. Those take 10 minutes. That's not actually that long. That's 30 minutes to grow. That's 25, 40, 30. 30 minutes, 0 seconds. And it harvests 2 dark chocolate coffee beans. Okay. Bonsai star fruit, 35 minutes. This takes 15 minutes, and that takes 20. Okay, so we are going to be waiting for a while for this stuff to come up. Yes, Maximus, I know, I understand. Uh, is Goofy in the area? Wait a minute, didn't I give, um, yes, Miss White can fish
Thank you
with
for
me.
coming to visit me.
I need your help, ma'am. While I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm gonna come over here and try to fish out some of the specialty fish. Ah, dang it. There it is. Okay. Well, more crabs. Okay. Yep. Ah! There we go. Jeepers creepers. Dang it, more tuna. I don't need any more tuna. I'm all tuned out. I need the other whitefish. Because I probably should be fishing over in Cruella's area. Oh, good. Okay, she's gone up again. I'm kind of amazed because I didn't really do a... I don't remember doing the 4th level quest for that. I actually had a 2nd and a 4th level, but I must have done them both. I don't remember it. Oh, we know we probably should talk to him while we're waiting for all this to happen too, because I'm sure he's waiting to complete whatever task I'm trying to complete. Where'd he go to? There's the Goofy. You know what? I bet he's back in Arendelle. Well, not Arendelle exactly, Arendelle, but okay. Do I want her to come with me? Yeah, actually I do. Frosted Heights. I probably haven't cleaned this up, so I do apologize for if there's any messes in the area. And I'm sure there is. Yeah. Knowing numbnuts, he's home. Yep, that's what I thought. Because usually he's asleep at this time, but since they made it so nobody
Could
sleeps.
use a hand over here. Hi.
Sven's pretty tired after that ride, Sammy. Great job. I usually prefer reindeer to people, but as far as people go, Sven and I think you're pretty okay.
That is... wow.
Okay. So that completes that task. Simple little what have you. Just had to talk to him real fast and finish off. So now we can go back to the DeVille Moors and try to see if we can catch some fish and stuff over here. See what we get. I'm assuming we can't. Oh no, I guess we can catch the line over here in some certain areas. Okay. Perfect. Nice. Ah, okay, he went up. Alright, so we are going to come over here. Ah, there he is. I was working on that thing, the foxes. So, he's next in the foxdom. Save my outfit with the current lineup, so in case I have to put something else on and I need to redo things, I can. Just put the costume back on again, that should be fine. Cruella, what are you doing walking in the water? You're not Jesus, believe me. Okay. Oh. Yes, Mr. Bell. Anything showing up right away. Ah, there's a gold one over here. Let's see what this does. One-handed fishing, so I can drink my drink. Ah! So that's a jelly eel. You know who would love this? One Ursula. I'm sure she'd be so thrilled to have a little eel friend again. I'm sure she misses her poopsies. Measured tape snail. Oh, okay. That's what those are. I remember seeing the thing for that in the So I got the satin fin uh, beta. We had beta fishes once. Beautiful creatures, but you had to keep them separate, otherwise they'd fight each other. Terrible with that. Um, Sorry, I'm looking at something. Then we have the measuring tape snail. Those look so funky, that's for sure. We have the red alpine bass. I still haven't found the balloon fish and the tigerfish. Tigerfish is probably in the other area with the tigger. I think so is the honeycomb, because that's where the bees are. I'm surprised I haven't found the goose feathers, but I don't know where to fish those out or how, because I haven't found it yet. Oh, okay, that's also in the Winnie the Pooh area. Yeah, these are all in the Winnie the Pooh area. The clothes hanger, though, thing, that we should be seeing that here. I'm just not sure. I might have to fish it out of an area that has no ripples. Let's see. Let's see if my theory is correct. Damn cause. Dang it. Yep, there it is. Wire coat hanger. I am very surprised with that. I mean, at least from a certain perspective. If you've never seen the movie Mommy Dearest, which you really should, because it's quite the movie. It's very over the top. Um, Faye Dunaway, who unfortunately doing this movie ended up ruining her career in Hollywood, which sucks because she did exactly what they told her to do, and she not only looks, I mean, scarily looks the part of Joan Crawford, but she did her performance exactly the way she was told to do it. You know, the directors wanted it and stuff. It's not really her fault that the movie bombed the way it did, and that audiences didn't really care for it. And unfortunately, Christina Crawford, the adopted daughter of Joan Crawford, didn't like what they did to her book and how they made everybody, how they portrayed everybody. You know, those are just side effects to adapting a book. Unfortunately, these things happen. But myself, I thought she did brilliant in the role. Myself, I loved her performance. I loved her over the top attitude, and just her toughness. Because I mean, if you couldn't tell that this woman was tough, her and Betty Davis, and Betty Davis is another very tough woman, had a massive disagreement, and they would hate each other for the longest time, and just would fight each other just nonstop. They could not stand each other. They could not stand be around each other. It was just a mess the way those two of them responded to each other, and I don't think they ever resolved it while either of them were alive. In fact, I think I mean I'm pretty sure Joan Crawford died hating Betty Davis, but I know because Betty Davis lived a little bit longer, definitely was not a fan of Joan Crawford's at all. They just did not like each other. And they had done the movie Baby Jane together, and Joan played the older sister who was in an accident and was bed stricken and had to be taken care of by the younger one, and Davis, who played Baby Jane, was psycho. She still dressed and acted like she was in the TV show series that she was in, the little performances that she did, because she was this character Baby Jane that everybody loved and everybody adored, but she got too old for the role, and Hollywood moved on without her. But she refused to let it die. However, her sister became a very popular actress, and she literally sabotaged her sister's career. And like I said, had to take care of them because their parents had already passed away. So she's taking care of her sister, but she was awful, and she was just a tyrant of a woman. And yeah, it was such a magnificent role for the both of them, just very, very over the top. In fact, the Redgrave sisters redid it later on in the 80s. Did it like a made-for-TV movie of the two of them playing those roles, and either way you look at it, that movie was just intense. But going back to Joan and Mommy Dearest, she always told Christina never to use the wire hangers. You wanted to use the really good fabric ones, the ones that have the silk on it, they're all puffed up and stuff, because it fills out the shoulders and doesn't leave creases and problems in the dresses and stuff, and keeps everything looking nicer. And she went off on Christina with the wire hangers, and you probably heard the term "no wire hangers ever." Yeah, they showed her like beating her daughter with the dang wire hangers, and threw them all away. And was just psycho. The woman was psycho. In some cases, that's usually the best word I can use for both those characters I'm talking about. But yeah, just psycho. And people used to flock to the movie with wire hangers so they can shake the wire hangers and yell the line out during that sequence. And it I don't remember if the Rocky Horror Picture Show had been out yet when this came out or not, or it was around the same time. But yeah, Mommy Dearest became a very interactive movie as far as the crowds go, because people would just literally show up with wire hangers just to do that scene. It was not even funny. Okay. I'm assuming that's all we can get from those. Let's go back to my area. It needs watering. Okay. Oh, come on. I should just bring the square up and do it manually, because it's going to drive me nuts every freaking time I make a mistake like that. Oh, goodness. I didn't realize I was low on food. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, another one of those. Nothing special. I figure since it's gonna take a little bit longer for them to produce, that they're gonna need more watering. All right. It's so funny because I chose a tree with the coat hangers on it, but all I saw was a coat hanger. All right, so that should be all 4 items that we can get from Cruella's area. Yeah. She only gets 3 items. While the others get 4. Oh well. I hate when it does that to me. It tells me to look up something because I unlocked some item or something, but it won't show me what it is. And I can't find what the unlock is. It just sits there saying it needs to be, I need to look at this unlocked area. Okay, so I guess my fishing is done. Her quest is ridiculous because I need to be able to, um, photograph this black tortoise, which I've done multiple times. It just doesn't want to register. But I have to figure out when he shows up because I keep missing him. I thought it was on a Saturday, and I checked on Saturday, and he said he was not in. I forgot to check Sundays. I used to have these things written down, but when I completed everything, I didn't need it anymore. So I got rid of it all. Okay, so he's a rare one, that's why. Okay, so Monday mornings between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. I've got to remember that. It's the only one day that he shows up. Except festive squid. He likes all seafood except the festive squid. He don't eat the holiday squids. Okay, so I gotta remember that. 10 o'clock in the morning. Alright, there's nothing else really to do while we wait for the stuff to come up. I need more red. Okay. I love these couches, though. I know which I like better, the red one or the black one. '60s era TV set. I'm surprised I didn't use any iron. Flower trellis. Okay. I'm looking to try and make some more pieces for the house. For that redesign area I'm making. Hmm. Oh, that's right. That's that chariot. Chair. Okay, I think I already have another door for the one thing. I don't have the regular building. I did one of the corner pieces and I did the archway. I haven't done any of the fences though. I do need to work on those. I did the watermill. I don't think I did the regular corner. I did the tall, but not the short one. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can do a lot with those once I get some good patterns and stuff. I can use one of the checkered patterns. Ah! Ah, nice. What I was trying to say is I can use one of the checkered patterns they have for the things and just do black and white color. So I can make some rugs or whatever in the Cruella style. Okay. Up, I think that's my plants. Yes, it is. Okay, that's that. Now I still have to wait for these so I can get that one feature. Really, Goose. Such a silly goose. Don't you think? I really should send Snow on her way. Okay, so let's figure this out now. Um, hmm. Okay, oh, wait a minute. I have one more piece, huh? I completely forgot about this piece. Okay, um, it's quite large. Okay, let's move the tree. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. There is a little gap right there. We got a tad bit of clipping. The bottom area is still relevant. Okay, I think that's all I have to add for now. You know, maybe another lamppost. I mean, I know it's not overly dark, but still. Okay. Yep, I think that's good. I think that's quite good. Okay. Maximus, let's go check on those seeds. Oh goodness, yes. Oh wait, I don't have any more, so it's gonna have to wait till morning. Alright, cook the afternoon tea. Alrighty. Afternoon tea set. Alright, Mr. Bill.
Where have you been?
Okay, I followed your recipe and made some tea. Oh, darling, you call that tea? How adorable. How simply adorable. Yeah, thanks. I brewed 10-year-old Earl Grey in a bag that smelled better than this. And that food.
Joking.
It's cruel. A poor presentation and barely edible. Still, I suppose you did your best. As disappointing as the results may be. It's funny because I almost tell how my culinary skills are masterful, even by a master chef. If only that wretched wish magic hadn't stopped working, I could have improved this pathetic display. Hmm. Yeah, seems like a rather trivial use of for a wish.
It's
Oh, Sammy, elegance is never trivial. One day, perhaps, you'll learn that. Should we still dig in? Or shall we still dig in? I don't know about you, but First, we must discuss the proper table settings. All of this won't do at all. Place the table in the DeVille moors. And then we can have a chat to see if you'll continue as my assistant. Or other things. Like your overuse of wishes and the crystal key.
impossible.
Fine, fine. We can quickly touch on those items too. But you must place the table first. Ah, cool. I'm on it. Next time, phrase it as certainly, Miss DeVille.
Useless.
Or you'll be out on your ear.
Fabulous.
Now, off you go. Oh yeah, she's a pain in the ass. Okay, so, hmm. trying to decide which one would be better. I think there. Snow. I'm gonna have to let you go. Thank you,
A
hon.
little rain won't dampen our spirits, will it?
No. Cruella DeVille, on the other hand, might. Okay, I think here is a good place. Even though it is raining now, I hate having to do this in the rain, but... Of course.
There you are.
So how do you feel now?
Oh,
Much relieved, darling. Even a mediocre tea set can do can do the trick in a pinch. So what's next? Next, I need time to design something that will help us get my motor car out of the ditch in the quarry. Anything I can do to help? Yes! Leave me in peace. The creative mind cannot be rushed, Sammy. You know, I'm quite surprised that my time in this wretched, wilderness hasn't totally sapped me of my sense of style. You seem quite stylish to me.
marvelous.
And I would kill for those cheekbones. Everyone would, darling.
It's too much.
Give me a moment to think, and then we can begin.
Well done.
Okay, well. I don't know why it's on there. It's not even tracked. That's funny. Okay. Alright, I think we are going to call it here, guys. We will pick this up tomorrow. As always. And as always, I want to thank everyone who stopped up and checked out the channel tonight. Whether you guys were just lurking here, or if you came out to discuss things, I appreciate it very, very much. As always, a huge shout out to Mysterious CW3 for stopping in and hanging out as long as they could. As always, such a pleasure to see you. Also, a very big shout out to Bunny Crossing K. I know there's underscores in there, but the 615 for stopping in, hanging out, discussing everything with us. Always wonderful to see you. I'm glad that both of them are getting along with Dreamlight Valley and everything. It's such a fun game. Other than, like I said, the problems that we were discussing earlier. But other than that, it's a good game. It's a fun game. It's definitely a time-consuming game for sure because it's ever evolving. That's one of the things that, I mean, I loved Animal Crossing when I got to play it. I didn't get to stream it because I didn't have no way of recording everything. Love the game. Absolutely wonderful. Looking forward to the update coming out. But The problem with that update, as is with most um, of Dreamlight or of Animal Crossing, at least for the New Horizons, is that the company um, Nintendo is, for some reason, I don't know why, because from what I heard about the other games, they put out all kinds of updates and did all kinds of new DLC and blah blah blah, and they put out one DLC 2 years in, and then said this is the only thing we're gonna put out. We're, other than the regular seasonal update stuff that we already have in the game. And then some patches and stuff like that, and that was it. And it's just like, yeah, they took this franchise, which made them tons of money, especially during the COVID season, and just left everybody out hanging out to dry. I mean, it's absolutely terrible. It's frustrating what they did, and again, not only did you have some very big people, streamers and YouTubers, uh, streaming this game, recording this game, making all kinds of content for it. There's still a few content creators out there making updates and stuff about what's coming, uh, any new changes or rumors coming about the game, and other stuff coming to Switch, of course, as well. But just lots of stuff about, Animal Crossing New Horizons. And like everybody lost their collective brains when the new update was announced, and so we're all waiting for that. But for a while there, several months, Animal Crossing had its own talk show. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure you can still look it up. I haven't bothered to double check everything. Let me see. Yeah. So, the person in question was Gary Witt, a very nice old gentleman, uh, book writer, storyteller. He helped work on the script for um, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which is a great Star Wars story. Um, Very sad, very emotional. Such great characters. Um, he worked in a couple of other Star Wars events, um, comic books, all kinds of stuff like that. And he actually originally helped to write the basic script for, uh, what was it called? Forspoken. Um, I think he left early in the project, so he didn't actually help finish it. I know he started it with a couple other people, and everything changed hands after a while. I don't remember the whole situation, what happened with that, but um, yeah, there was quite a bit of changes and stuff, and the game ended up not coming out and being as popular as it should have been. I liked the game. I had a good time playing it, but a lot of people didn't. But he had his own graphics for the show. He had tons of celebrity guests. Amazingly, he had lots of celebrity guests. People who played Animal Crossing and were willing to come on to his little talk show. So literally, he has not only an interview, but a performance from Selena Gomez. This is, I think, before she started doing her the show with Steve Martin and Martin Shorts were the only murders in the building. He had Danny Trejo come on, which totally amazing. He had Elijah Wood stop in. I mean, he had quite a lot of guests and celebrities. Brie Larson was on there. It was, I mean, he just had an impressive amount of people. Some of them were just like other streamers and YouTube content creators, Twitch content creators, but he had some really major celebrities come in and be on the show, and it was just amazing. Um, and he came up with this. He came up with this little like thing in the basement of the house. They made up like a stage set up and everything down there. And he had a couch and he had his little desk that he sat behind. And he had this other guy who would come on and he'd have like the little drum set and he would pretend to play the music for the thing. And just, I mean, it was such a great little show. It was so much fun. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, here you got Shroud, you had Katie Sack, and you had the Gorillas. I mean, geez, that's right there. I mean, damn, what a lineup. You had Kevin Smith on here. He had Sting from, formerly from the Police, and of course his own solo show. He had Josh Gad, who's done a ton of Disney movies, a lot of animated stuff for the voices. Matt Mercer, who's of course is a very well-known voice actor, and of course now he's known for Critical Role. Just like I said, a lot of people. He had Daniel Sprouse from the Sprouse Brothers, Phil Spencer, and Lisa Loeb, who was a massive 90s singer. She came on for a little while to the show. And like I said, he literally had a show. He started this little thing. He did this every morning. I think it was like 10 o'clock or so. And it would run for like an hour or whatever. He had his wife was upstairs, and when the guests would come in, they would figure out what the person wanted to wear. They had all kinds of stuff, clothes and stuff ready for them, and she would get them all dressed up and set up and stuff, and then they would come down the basement stairs and get into the little room area, and they would talk and just do all kinds of stuff like you would a regular talk show. And it was quite popular, and it ran for several months, and then it got to be a little much, because there were situations where the guest wouldn't wait for them to be called to come down the stairs. They'd come down too soon. And there was just a lot of really just small little annoyances that just kind of got him upset and turned him off of the whole series for a while. He wanted to take a break and never came back to it, which is just a shame because it was very, very popular and people really loved it. And so yeah, you can go check that out over on YouTube on Gary Whitta's site. But I'm just saying that was very popular, and if Gary's show could have really taken off, and because it was probably one of the most popular talk shows out at the time, because a lot of the talk shows, like I said, they were trying to do things without audiences, without this, without that, and it was very difficult because you couldn't have a lot of people come on, and this was easy because nobody had to be there actually live. They just had to be in the voice chat and they had to have their avatars there um, in the game so they can come in and sit on the stage, on the so-called fake stage, and just, pretend like they're on a talk show. And it was so much fun. It was so creative. And Nintendo, if they had jumped on this, they could have made a huge thing out of this. And that was another opportunity that completely got lost in the sauce. Oh, I drank too fast. Excuse me. Anyways, yeah, this thing could have been really huge if they, if certain things came into play, and unfortunately it didn't. But still, it just shows the popularity of this game. Massive popularity, and Nintendo just let it fall to the wayside. Um, I'm still coughing, sorry, which really sucks, honestly. Um, because people were willing to buy DLC. And the Happy Home Paradise thing was really quite popular. Um, but yeah, it was quite a popular set for them, or a sell for them. And they could add more stuff. So here we are, many, many years later. Um, Switch 2 is out. Now they're going to drop more DLC for free. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry. Ah, sorry, I had to blow my nose. Anyways, um, but yeah, they could have done so much more with that game, and it could have been so huge. Yes, they bought it to continue maintaining it and bringing out new stuff, and they didn't. Let it fall to the wayside. And I know this new update is going to be huge. People are going to be jumping back in that game. And there's probably going to be more people buying it now that it's on Switch 2. Um, and like I said, they really just let it slip away, and they really shouldn't have. And Dreamlight Valley, for the past 6 years, has constantly changed and added stuff. We have these seasonal events that add new characters and new content every couple of months. The Star Path but adds new items and things to chase. Every time there's a new person come in, we get tons of new items from that character and from that stuff into the regular store, into the premium shop, all kinds of stuff going on, and um, it's amazing. It's still bringing in more people. The people who have been here for a long time are still here. There's still a lot of people streaming it, a lot of people enjoying this game, and it is a cozy game done right because the monetization, I mean, is decent. It's not the best, but it's decent. You don't have to buy a lot of the stuff if you don't want to, but there's some really nice stuff out there, and people really want to buy the stuff. Um, my sister alone, she got the oh, dang it. She got the chicken coop. She wants to try to buy the house so she can put them in her valley and have everything all set up nice and neat, which I completely understand. Because I bought all this stuff because I wanted to have that entire set. So, yeah, I understand, wanting to have this and wanting to have that and saving up so you can try to get it all, and I want to make sure though, like I have quite a lot of moonstones on me. I'm trying to make sure I have enough so that when the new star path happens, I'm able to pay for it with the moonstones I have, so I don't have to spend extra money on more moonstones. And yeah, the houses would be nice, but they'll probably come back around again later, and I can try to get them then if I have the money for it, or whatever the situation is. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm not going to stress about it. There were a couple of things I didn't get right away that I got later. Max is one of them. I didn't get him right away. I got him afterwards. I didn't get Figueroa originally. I got him later on. And this was after I got Dinah. I didn't pick up Nana, which I really should pick up, but I'm gonna wait. I had to wait on her, and so I now have to wait for her to come back in the store again. I got Hey Hey. I wanted Hey Hey. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's just a matter of the content they're constantly putting out every couple of months, new stuff, new content, new this, new that. They are constantly bringing stuff to the game. Most of it is free. We only have to deal with the DLC once a year during the anniversary when the game launched. And you know, I still think in some cases the $30 every time, the $4, whatever it is a little much because they keep lessening the amount of content. I mean, they said you go back to the original game and there are tons of fish. There are tons of plants and vegetables and stuff you have to plant. Um, Tons of fruit trees and bushes we have to collect from. Tons of like spices and stuff that you have to harvest that are just growing out of the ground randomly. And let's see, yeah, did I say the fish already? I think it's the fish already. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of gems and stuff to mine. And with the DLCs, as you go along, we're gotten less and less and less of these things, and more repeats. We're getting more stuff from the original valley in each of the contents, and we're getting more of it. So when I go fishing, instead of me getting all these new fish, I'm getting older fish that I've collected many times in some, back in Dreamlight Valley, instead of getting the new fish that I want to collect on, and it's kind of a drag. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's just been one of those things. And I don't have to pay for it, but I do because I don't want to miss out on any of it. But it's just a matter of, this is how the content works. This is how everything works. Here we are, 6 months in, and the number of villagers keeps growing. The number of content that we can do and things that we can build and stuff that we can buy and things that we can place keep growing and keep getting bigger, and we keep adding more and more and more. And it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And Animal Crossing could have done this and they didn't. And so that's a major fail on them. Disney is doing it. Well, Game Loft is doing it right, I should say. In any case, I've already talked way too much. It's already way longer than I wanted to be here. It's already 20 minutes after, so I do apologize for the long rant. I can't help it. I get on my high horse and I just can't stop. But I'll get off my high horse now and say thank you guys again so much for being here, being part of the show. You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate you guys stopping in and hanging out with me. As always, please do not forget to follow me here, twitch.tv/TheRatsCast, if you are enjoying the show. Because that's what is important. This way you can, come back for more content, come back tomorrow for more Dreamlight Valley, or whatever else I'm going to be doing in the future. Stay tuned. You can also follow the socials at cyperrat on Twitter, at the Ratscast on Instagram, on Threads, and on BlueSky.Social. I do tend to post there when I'm going live what games I'm going to be playing, so if there could be any changes or cancellations to the scheduling, that's usually the first place you're going to find out ahead of time. I also post a lot of gaming news and other information, all kinds of fun stuff down there as well, so go check those out there. And speaking of checking things out, you can check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheRatsCast. There's a regular link there that you can use, or you can use the big red subscribe button down below, take you straight there. Tons of games, tons of content, all kinds of fun, all kinds of adventures. I am a variety streamer. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and I have a ton of content over there for you guys to watch and enjoy, so go check that out. I also want to thank everybody who's watching over there on YouTube after the fact. Thank you for being here, being part of the show. You guys are awesome. And as always, I appreciate you guys stopping in and checking out my channel as well. And again, for everybody who does go down there, check out the channel, or is hanging out there, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff you're supposed to, because it really, really helps out a small channel like mine, and I really, really do appreciate it. Other than that, we will see you tomorrow for more Disney Dreamlight Valley, more of Cruella DeVille, of course, and just more of everything, because we have a ton more stuff to have to do in this wonderful DLC, and of course beyond, as we get Cinderella coming in very, very soon. But other than that, guys, I hope to see you guys all very, very soon on the very next episode of the Ratscast. Until then, though, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.